Hello guys and welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today I just kind of wanted to talk more about how AI is normalized. You don't have to watch my previous video to understand this video. So I'm just gonna paraphrase it here. Basically, in the previous video I talked about how recently on the internet AI has gone from something a majority of people dislike and don't want to engage with to the point where people just don't really care anymore. And especially considering like AI at this point, because of, it's getting better because it's training on more stuff, it's getting more appealing to mass people, so people just are like, oh, it's funny now, so I don't care. And that's basically the point I talked about in my previous video, so that that's all you really need to know for this. And in today's video I just kind of wanted to talk about the rise of AI in memes and stuff, and in particular Tung Sahur. I know this is like a really weird video topic, or like a really weird video title, but just hear me out on this, because I do have some interesting things to say, I think. And I feel like you guys will understand what I mean by the end of this video, so just keep watching, I guess. So in basic, recently, as one can probably tell, there has been an uptick in AI content, or at least an uptick in the general acceptance of AI content. That is very clear. And there's nothing more notable about this than, Italian brain rot, specifically Tung Sahur. So let me just go through a little bit of a recap in terms of like brain rot from like my memory, obviously. So the first like real brain rot, from what I understand, like what was considered brain rot, was like the skibbity toilets and stuff. Now the thing with skibbity toilet is, well, I don't think it's funny. I don't really care for it. I do respect it, because at the very minimum, it is, let's be so real, skibbity toilet is indie animation. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. And it got a lot of hate, obviously. And people were like, ooh, brain rot, it's YouTube Shorts humor. And it's like, okay. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about there, but that's not really what we're talking about today. And particularly, people really just didn't like it. And I don't really know when this switched. But at this point nowadays, people have started like accepting it as just like the normal humor to have. And that wouldn't be an issue if it remained things like skibbity toilet. But it hasn't, because now the major brain rot figures are AI, right? Like for example, as I say in the title, Tung Sahur. He is legitimately an AI generated image. That's it. And he has become like, I don't know why I'm saying they have become just generally accepted as a thing in internet culture at this point. Like, I even see, like, this is the thing too, I see artists, like people who actively like do drawings and stuff, and that's their entire thing. And like historically, like, they'd be anti-AI, and these people who they like, even they end up like making jokes about Tung Sahur, and even like making whole like stuff about it. And it's like, I mean, there's this whole trend on TikTok right now. I don't know how to describe it. It's like people will like do things with Tung Sahur, basically, with like this AI TikTok filter with Tung Sahur next to you. It's really weird. Or this was a bit ago. But like, even people you would not expect to like. So here's my thesis for the video. Tung Sahur, in my opinion, reflects a lot of the major glaring issues with the internet nowadays. I feel like the title saying, is everything wrong with the internet, might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's definitely a lot of the things that it reflects. And I want to go into that a little bit. So I guess the first thing to start off with is, obviously AI, and it's being accepted, right? And that's really the main thing. Just people have really stopped caring. Like, AI has become so prominent on the internet, and it's just become such a widespread thing that even people who claim they don't like AI will just like not really care anymore. Like, people will be like, oh, I don't want to use AI, but then they'll go and support these like AI things. And it's not even like a thing of, obviously I don't think it's a good thing, but I don't blame them. It's very hard to be a part of the internet nowadays and not engage with AI. So it's not even like, I'm not blaming anyone for what they do. It's a thing of, it's just the way the internet is, and it really sucks, in my opinion, at least. Right? Like, the way AI has basically like taken over the entirety of YouTube. Well, I think YouTube is different because it doesn't like, it kind of can like, I don't know. YouTube has a new system where like auto text AI, which I think is better or like it shows it directly, but like TikTok especially, it's just like you'll just get recommended an AI video, and it's like, even me, I just won't think twice about it. I'll be like, oh, that's AI, and then move on. I don't have the same reaction as I used to. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be like super like, oh, this sucks. And now it's just like, oh, that's AI, and then I just skip the video. Like, it's like I don't care as much anymore, and I think that really sucks because we have been so desensitized to these things with AI on the internet. And it's not even really just AI, but this is kind of another thing, like the desensitization, just because the internet just shows you things. Like, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go into it, but like there's a lot of stuff that the internet will just show you to the point where it's like you just stop caring. And it really sucks because it's like things like this you shouldn't just stop caring about. But with the nature of the way the internet works, I mean, what can you do, right? And it's not a great thing. As a little bit of a wrap up for the video, I want to go through and like kind of explain what I mean by this entire video, because I feel like it's a little bit all over the place, and I didn't do this in my last video, and I think a lot of you guys were kind of confused. So there are 3 major things that like AI memes, especially like Tung, Sahur, emulate. Number 1, the massive spread of AI content on the internet to the point where it's just becoming accepted. Number 2 is, this isn't necessarily just an AI thing, but it is an element of this, and that's the desensitization to just like not caring anymore. Even if you don't like AI, you're just like, you don't have that same reaction anymore when you see AI stuff, and it sucks, right? And number 3, I guess, is, this is the best way I think of to describe it, is it kind of emulates the feeling of like hopelessness, because like for me, obviously I don't like AI. I try not to interact with AI content, but this is just an element of hopelessness, and obviously AI isn't the only thing like this, but like it has its own element of the way it makes you feel like hopeless and like helpless, and like you can't really do anything about it, and you just kind of have to sit and watch it happen. And this, obviously AI isn't the major thing about this, but it does emulate that, and to a certain degree, right? So I mean, I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to say with this video. This is just my personal thoughts. If you guys have other things to say about this, please let me know in the comments. I obviously think there are different things with the internet that are wrong, but these are just like the major things that apply to the general internet, in my opinion. Obviously it's not everything, but it's like some of the most key points, in my opinion, of what is a lot of the things wrong with the internet. So it's like, all right, thanks for watching. Bye. Subscribe.